Vikings, let's win the game.
Hey, Vikings fan, buckle up. The 2025 NFL Draft is straight up electric, and our Vikings are stealing the spotlight. What's cooking behind the scenes? Get the full scoop. Is pick 24 going to be a game changer or a wild trade? Kevin O'Connell dropped some hints. Draft secrets, injury concerns, rising stars, and a pick that could flip everything. You don't want to miss this. Welcome. Show your Viking support by reaching 100 thumbs up on today's video. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah's brain is playing chess while the rest of the NFL's stuck on checkers. Picking Jordan Addison in 2023 wasn't just a win for the offense. It was a bold statement for what's next. Why? Let's dive in. Kwesi's got a clear MO after 3 drafts. He's all about young studs from Power 4 schools with athletic profiles that keep getting sharper. Year 1, it was all about the 10-yard split with guys clocking above the 80th percentile. Addison, with his knack for shaking defenders, proved it's not just about raw speed, but football IQ. So what's the deal now? That game plan's pointing straight to 2025? Who's next? Hold on to your horns, 'cause the name lighting up the board is Malachi Starks, Georgia's safety. Yup, a defender who could turn our secondary into a no-fly zone. But here's the catch. His combine numbers didn't exactly scream superstar. Should we be worried? Let's break it down. Starks is a beast on the field. The GPS data Kwesi's obsessed with shows him flying around with smooth moves and killer instincts. That trumps a so-so 40-yard dash any day. Think about the impact. Our defense, already leveling up under Brian Flores, could get a playmaker to shut down mobile QBs and erase tight ends. Fans are split. I saw X-posts screaming, "Starks is the guy." In mock drafts, Starks pops up in 80 of 564 projections for our pick 24, just behind Nick Emenwari. Is that a sign of consensus? Maybe. Kwesi's shown with Addison and Dallas Turner he trusts game tape and tracking data. If Starks lands with the Vikings on Thursday, it could kick off a new era of purple dominance. But what if another team jumps us? Just thinking about it makes my stomach churn. Heads up, 'cause the NFL board's about to get flipped upside down. The 2025 draft, hitting Green Bay from April 24th to 26th, is gonna be chaos with blockbuster trades. Where do the Vikings fit in? We're at pick 24 in the first round, a spot that's got us on edge. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, our trade wizard, has already pulled off 12 draft day deals. Will he trade up for a stud or slide back to stack picks? Fans are hyped, and for good reason. On X, it's all go get him Kwesi versus chill, more picks, more future. Here's why it matters. In round 1, Tennessee grabs pick 1 after a brutal 3-14 season, while Philly closes at 32 after crushing Kansas City. Our Minnesota Vikings at 24 have options: safety, corner, guard, defensive tackle, or even tight end. But the NFC North is a minefield. Chicago at 10 could snag an elite talent. Detroit and Green Bay in the 20s have GMs who love to swing big. Remember Brad Holmes trading up for Jamison Williams? Yeah, he could mess with us. Our other picks are 97 in the 3rd, 139 in the 5th, and 187 in the 6th. That 97 is gold. Back in 2023, Kwesi flipped a similar pick for 3 selections. If a desperate team wants to jump into day 2's end, we could cash in. The big move? Kwesi's got flexibility. After free agency splashes, he can pick the best talent on the board. No pressure to fill a specific spot. Quarterback? No way at 24. Edge rusher? Doubtful. But a safety like Starks or a guard to shield J.J. McCarthy? That's the ticket. The drama is, if he trades, who comes out on top? Fans want answers, and Thursday's gonna be wild. If you think the draft's hot, Kevin O'Connell just dropped a bomb that's got every Vikings fan buzzing. On Monday, as off-season workouts kicked off, The head coach spilled the tea on J.J. McCarthy. And, man, it's hard not to get pumped. They asked about our quarterback of the future's health, and O'Connell couldn't hide his grin. I'd call him fully cleared, no restrictions. You hear that, Vikings Nation? McCarthy, whose rookie year got cut short by a meniscus tear in August, is killing it in rehab. So what's this mean for the 2025 season? O'Connell didn't stop there. He raved about McCarthy's invisible habits, putting in work at the gym, sharpening his mechanics, fundamentals, and most importantly, his mental game. On X, fans are losing it. QB1's coming, but some skeptics are like, can he handle the heat? Truth is, O'Connell's got a perfect plan for spring. McCarthy's starting in the classroom, soaking up the playbook, then hitting the field to sling passes and run the huddle. OTAs and minicamp will be his first real test. Will he flash that Michigan magic? The stakes are huge. With McCarthy healthy, our offense gets a leader to sync with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. Defenses won't know what hit him, but what if he doesn't deliver right away? O'Connell's all in, but Aaron Rodgers' shadow still lingers in some chats. Forget that noise. O'Connell's betting big on JJ, and the plan's clear. He's the guy to take purple to the next level. Thursday's draft might focus on beefing up his protection. That takes us to the next topic. Monday's start to the offseason program brought news that could shape our 2025. Kevin O'Connell, our maestro, gave updates on the injury front, and fans, there's stuff to cheer for and stuff to sweat over. First, J.J. McCarthy. We already said he's fully cleared, but hearing O'Connell say the QB's knee has zero limits is pure gold. He's been grinding at TCO Performance Center since January, ready to lead. But what about the others? Let's get into it, 'cause the ripple effect is massive. Christian Darrisaw, our rock on the O-line, is rehabbing a torn ACL and MCL from the Rams game in October. The timeline's tight, but O'Connell's stoked. Christian's crushing rehab. He's running, lifting weights with a pro mindset. On X, fans are hyped. Darrisaw's back and our offense is unstoppable. But with no set return date, will he be ready for week 1? That's the nail-biter. Then there's Mekhi Blackmon, the corner who tore his ACL in last year's training camp. O'Connell says he's nearly cleared for football activities. That's a boost for our secondary, but can he recapture his 2023 spark? There's more. Newcomers Javon Hargrave and Will Fries, both coming off major injuries, will start limited, but should ramp up through spring. On the flip side, our wide receiver Rondale Moore's lagging behind with an ACL tear from August. Could he miss the season's start? The bottom line? McCarthy and Darrisaw healthy means our offense could dominate. But if Blackmon or Moore aren't ready, the secondary and receiving core might take a hit. The draft's our chance to plug those gaps. What a day. Vikings fans. Starks could be the defensive future, pick 24's loaded with potential, McCarthy's flying high with no limits, and Darrisaw's leading the injury comeback. Every update's a step toward owning the NFC North. The next few days are going to be wild. What surprises will Kwesi pull in the draft? The 2025 season's taking shape, and the Vikings ain't messing around. Don't forget to share this video, leave your comments, and subscribe to the channel to receive all the latest news about the Minnesota Vikings. Stay tuned. SKOL Vikings. Let's go.